Hey guys, and welcome to another hobby vlog. Okay, so it's the start of the week, and yeah, we've got a few things on the go this week. I'm pushing forward on the last remaining sculpts for my Denizens of Catan series for Blight Gods. That'll be the May-June releases, so that'll be really cool. I don't think I'll have them printed this week, but maybe next week. That'll be really cool, and I can show off a little bit of a sneak peek at what's to come, and that'll complete a series of busts. Yeah, which I think will be really cool. Good way to start off the year with some products, and some things for people to 3D print and paint, and that's really cool. And yeah, but apart from that, in terms of miniature stuff, this is what we have in front of me. So I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this one, so probably multi-part. We'll do the skin, armor and stuff like that, and grunge him up and all that kind of stuff. So I'll do like some layer glazing tutorial on the skin, and then an armor tutorial, and maybe some weathering or yeah, little drips and stuff like that for Nurgle, make the pupper happy. And yeah, so that'll be fun. We'll do that in a couple of days, and then yeah, so I'm still grinding away on this big old thing. Yeah, he's getting closer. We're just getting, did his little nails, they're all pretty now. And yeah, just slowly working on it. I'm breaking it down to smaller parts and just doing little pieces at a time. Yeah, I find when I start to lose interest, or, a particular model's getting a bit grindy and it's getting a bit hard to focus on it, I usually break it down and start doing like just little bits at a time, something that I can complete, like those the claws on its foot. Just get them done out the way. That's one less thing I have to think about on the model, and just go through and start picking out details that I can complete in very short little blocks of time, and that'll slowly build up. So I just work on him in between other things and just do one thing, and before you know it, you'll have most of it done and together. And then the final finishing, you might spend maybe a couple hours and you'll get it done, rather than trying to slog through like all the skin, then all of the the other details on top, all the highlighting and so on and so on. That can be just a bit too much when you're losing interest in a model. So yeah, so hopefully we'll get more work on him done this week. And we've got my other two HQs. So I showed these last time. Lord of Contagion with his little conversion on the top, and which other one we have here? We've got, and good old Typhus. So he's ready as well, and they'll be going into my list. Definitely. In fact, I'm going to be running all three of these in 2 patrols, so that should be interesting. I think I've already talked about that before, and on my little hobby chat series, I don't know what you'd call it, just little chatting vlog about different topics. The first one, it's called In the Hobby, and that would have been out last week. Yeah, we talk about what did I talk about? Oh, that's right, Hellbrutes. So and the pros and cons of them and all that stuff. So this week, the reason why I've got these other little painted ones out here is that I'm doing a little discussion on Guard Hqs, and which ones I think are great and not great, and just generally what I feel is like a good composition, like good choices to run for 2,000 points, and how I'm sort of slowly coming towards thinking about it. And then that can change. It depends on the list. It depends on the other things in your army, which really govern which HQs you choose. But I thought it'd be a nice little topic to talk about, and sort of the things that I've kind of figured out about it and what I think might work. Definitely for the type of list that I'm running, I think it'll be better. But anyway, that's for another video. So that's why they're here. But I thought I'd show you anyway, because I don't think I've shown these before. So yeah, have a little converted 3D sculpted and printed lightning claws on them for my Darkspawn sort of crossover thing that I'm doing with these. Those Darkspawn faction is my demon faction in Blight Gods, so I was like inspired to do like color schemes from that, and like do sort of like a 40k Blight Gods crossover thing. So that's where this has all come from. So yeah, all pretty cool. So that's the start of the week. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, it's later in the week now, and well, I've been busy, but not much painting, unfortunately. So yeah, I did a bunch of sculpting, which I can't show right now, but hopefully next week I'll be able to show you some of the 3D prints that I've done, that I'm about to do anyway. So that'll be really cool. But yeah, so not a lot of painting. I did, however, manage to do this, which is really cool. So I did a tutorial on it. It should be out already. Should have come out yesterday as of this video. So I'm going to go through and show how I paint one of these Blight Kings, starting with the flesh. So we've done this is basically the base tones, you know, to start it off, and then from here we'll be doing glazing and lots of like sort of little color shifts and stuff in the shadows and all that kind of thing, and then building back up with some highlights and stuff. So that'll be next week's video. So if you're into that sort of thing, check it out. It's pretty cool. Really like these models. They're great to practice on. So if you, I think I mentioned that in the video, like because they're also, you know, rotund, those kind of volumes on on anatomy is great because it gives you a lot of places to put in shadows and light and so on, and learn how to layer and build those colors in a pleasing way. So that's been pretty cool. So I can't wait to get into that next week. And finally got a little more headway on this big old thing. So I did the base and you know, started on some of the smaller details, building them up. That light there, yeah, you can sort of see it there now. Yeah, so just slowly, you know, edging my way through this, trying to finish him off. But yeah, at least looks a little more finished now with the base done. I like to do that sort of midway through. It helps frame the model a bit and lets you see what's really left to do and how it's looking, all the colors coming together. So yeah, I'm, you know, relatively happy with that. It'll definitely be fun once it's finished, because these two little guys on the side are patiently waiting, and they're going to be way more fun to paint than this big guy is. So I'll definitely have a lot more fun on them. Yeah, looking forward to this, to painting all the details. That'll be a lot of fun. Same with this guy. He should be cool. So yeah, not much more to say. Apart from, yeah, I've got those sculpts underway. So hopefully next week they'll be done and I'll be able to start showing some 3D prints and the paint jobs for those. And then, yeah, in terms of hobby painting on these, once he's done, hopefully maybe next week, I'll be able to start on the other two HQs. And yeah, I think next week, so I did my second little hobby chat, or whatever you want to call it, this week on, it was the Guard HQs. So next week, I think I'm gonna have a chat about the elite choices and stuff like that. I think that'll be a fun one, just discussing which ones I think work and which ones I think aren't quite as good or don't really fit, depending on the list you're doing, really. I mean, yeah, all the Death Guard stuff is really cool, but it really requires you to sort of build a list around it. You can't sort of just swap in whatever you like and it'll work. It really needs, each thing needs to support each other, you know, like it's not like a normal Space Marine list where, you know, they pretty much operate, you know, quite efficiently independently. They can move around and do things, and you'll get the value out of them pretty much. Whereas Chaos needs a little bit more support with each of the other units sort of buffing and helping. So that's kind of, you know, makes it a different style to play. And yeah, so there's definitely some units there that I think are better and definitely work. You know, I think everyone kind of has figured that out already. If you look online, there's plenty of conversation about that, but I thought I'd throw my 2 cents in and say how I feel about it and what I think works and doesn't. Yeah, just because it's a lot of fun to talk out those things, and it lets you kind of, you know, cement that in your own mind, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed this week's hobby vlog, and yeah, I hope all your projects are going well and all that kind of stuff for this week, and I'll catch you next week, I guess. All right, see you later.